Now we will practice some board pattern questions. You have done this kind of question in class 11, but I thought let's do a quick revision to that because you may not have the notes, complete notes with you at this moment. These are the two tables given to you. All the data I did not write here. Okay, I will just tell you the questions. Try to pay attention and try to answer this. In the evening when I will send you the notes, obviously I will give you the full question paper, which will be easier then to go through the question and the answer. The first question they said to display the details of all the trends. I have to display the details of all the trends which are starting from New Delhi. So trends means I am talking about obviously this table. Passenger table is not relevant anywhere. To display the details of all the trains, okay, which start from New Delhi. So we can see the word New Delhi is here. Maybe somewhere else also New Delhi is here. I did not write all the things. So basically it's very simple. We will write select, okay, start, because details they said they did not say any column name or whatever. Select start from whatever we are taking trains where city equal to, you can see, also not city, start. Here the field name was start equal to New. Fine? You know this is a very simple case. But imagine instead of this, the question was given like this: display the details of all the trains. Display the details of all the trains which either departs or arrives at any part of Delhi. Okay. Display the details of all the trains which either depart from Delhi or reaches or destination is Delhi. In that case, what you would have done? Look at this. There are two Delhi here: New Delhi and Old Delhi. Fine. So you can see the word Delhi comes at the end. Before that, there could be other things. Okay. So just like the way we have here in the start, in the end, that is the destination. Here also in some records, as I told you, all the records I did not write. But imagine here also in some records, Old Delhi or New Delhi, there is there. Okay. In that case, what would have happened? We could have easily written select start from whatever the table name is, that is trains. Where now here I will not write New Delhi and Old Delhi because here I can use that that keyword, right? Because it could be New Delhi, it could be Old Delhi. Maybe say there is another one, Nizamuddin space Delhi, that is given. Nizamuddin is another railway station in Delhi. That is also quite possible. So how can I write three things together? So it makes more sense to write where start like, okay, where start like what? You can say percentage and that means start is like any, it will be displayed by anything, space, you can put a space here and then you can write, okay, that is the space to the wherever the word is ending with Delhi. And I said that the destination also could be the Delhi. So we can write or this or end like. Similarly, we can write end like percentage space, which will mean that all the trains which are either departing from Delhi or reaching at Delhi, right? And Delhi means in Delhi, any station of Delhi. Fine. So sometimes they might give a complicated way like this. Second command, to display the total number of male and female passengers. I am not telling you all the easier ones because easier ones you already know. I am telling you the slightly complicated or difficult ones. Okay. To display the total number of male and female passengers. So male and female passengers are here. To display the total number of male and female passengers, that means I need to make a group which is very clear. Males put together, females put together. So it's very simple. We will write select put together. Group means obviously we are talking about group by. So we can write select You can say first gender. Okay, it will look nice if it's discussed like this: male, and then how many males, female, and then the count of females. So gender, comma, we can say count star number of records. Okay, from whatever be the table name. Table name in this case will be passenger. So we will write passenger. Okay. Now we can write group by. Group by what? Group by the gender. So all the gender values which are male, which will be put together, count will be taken. All the female value, the genders will be put together, their count will be taken. That is how we can do it. If a condition is given, after that we will write with that condition with having. I told you this. Okay. Fine. Then another question is here: to display the details of all the passengers. To display the details of all the passengers traveling in the trains whose TNO is 12015. Passengers. Passenger is here. Okay, it's I think it's a very simple question. To display the details of all the passengers, this is the display details of all the passengers, right? And in the trains whose TNO is, the TNO is already a field here, should not be a problem, 12015. Okay, so where TNO equal to, you can write. It's a very simple thing. Now imagine I am making a question on this table on my own. I told you to display the passenger details. Okay, passenger details means passenger name, gender, age, travel date, everything from the passenger, along with their start and end, that is start point and the destination point. That means I want to fetch the values from two different tables. Then what do I do? Now obviously you can see here number of trains and more, and all the trains are not there. Passengers boarded only a particular few trains. That means my connecting point is TNO. So here basically we have to use the concept of equijoin, right? You know it very well. We can use here LIS also if we want to. But one thing we have to remember here, that TNO is a common field in these two tables. So when we write TNO in the select command, we need to mention very clearly from which table that TNO has to be taken. This is another mistake which most of the students do. So I am just writing the command for you here. Let me write at this part. Okay. So we will write select. I told you the details of the passengers. So TNO will be there now. The column values, some of the columns I will fetch from this table, some of the columns I will fetch from the other table. So when we are fetching from both the tables, we know we can write the list of all the columns from table, comma, table. Okay. That means I can write everything from here, like TNO, but TNO I cannot write because TNO are there in both the tables. So let us specify very clearly. I took the alias name here, P.TNO. I will later on explain that P is basically the short form of passenger. Similarly, I wrote P name. I don't need to write anything before P name because P name appears only in this table. There is no P name in the other table. So P.name I might like to write, I might not like to write. It's up to me. So this is how say I wrote all these things, no spaces here. I wrote say all the columns here. Comma. Then I realized that I need to have start and end also. So I wrote start, comma, end also. Now I will write the name of both the tables. From passenger P, comma, train speed. Okay. Why did you write two tables? Because start and end you have to do from the other table. Now, what is the connecting point? The connecting point is TNO. That means we must have to write here where P.TNO matches with P.TNO. Okay. I did not tell you any other condition. Maybe there are other conditions also. If there are other conditions, then you have to write them and join further. That is also possible. Fine. Another keyword I forgot to mention, but I believe you remember. I told you earlier that the SQL commands come two ways. Like here they have asked you to write the commands, you are writing commands. Sometimes they will give you the commands and you have to write the output. That also can happen. Like one question is there. They said select distinct start from trains. Select distinct start. What is the meaning of distinct start? That means if a value, column value has appeared more than once, it will be appearing only once. Okay. That means select distinct start. So I will write distinct the way it will be given in the question, same way we will write, and that will be my heading. And under this I will write output. So in my case, if this table is given, my answer will be Pune Junction, New Delhi, Howrah, only. Pune Junction will come only once. Fine. Now date. There is a date also. I cannot see any question on this date. Imagine I told you I want to display all the passengers who have travelled after June 30th of 2019. So look at this. This person did not make his journey after June 30th. Who have travelled? These two have travelled after June 30th. So there obviously you have to write the travel date. So when you write the where condition, where travel date, okay, you write, imagine, remember always that travel, when you write a date value, date also will come within a pair of double quotation mark. Where travel date is greater than, you can say, I said after 30th June, so you can write 2019, here will always come first, then the month, 30th June, so this is how it is to be written. And if you write, if the question is, where the travel date, who have travelled, passengers who have travelled between June and December, in the month between June and December. So when we are saying June and December, it could be 1st of June also, it can be 31st of December also. So obviously there I will use between, where travel date, I will write between keyword, and I will write two dates. First I will write the first date, that is 1st of June. So 1st of June will be year first, okay, 06 and a year, and between we write first value and the second value. So here also first value and the second value. The second value will be December 31st. Okay, but the date value will always come within a pair of quotation mark. Follow the table carefully. In the most of the tables you will see it will be given the year first, month in the middle, and date at the last. There are some CBSE questions where I observed that this month, okay, the month number is not given. It's given 2019 DEC. Okay, because what you are learning is SQL commands. SQL commands we are doing it through MySQL, but there are other softwares also where you can basically represent the month by the month name. So if in the original table you are given in this format, he will also write answer in that format, no problem. Whichever way they will give you, remember you have to follow exactly the same format. Just don't forget to put the date within double quotation mark. Fine? I will give you some practice of this. You have to do a little bit of prep, because unless you practice, I don't think you can revise whatever you have learned in class 11, because quite obviously you have forgotten quite a lot of things. Okay?